Hey everyone, today we're going to start things off by looking into a very bizarre case of a car thief who stole a truck laden with some very disturbing pieces of cargo in it. And then we're going to tackle the harrowing case of a little girl from New Hampshire who's been missing since 2019, and perhaps you yourself can help solve that case. Welcome to this episode of Twisted News, where each week we get you up to speed on a pair of creepy stories that are currently happening in the world. Please subscribe, and if you're into strange things, true crime, and unsolved mysteries, you're going to love us because every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday we put out a new video that you'll definitely want to see. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and now get ready for Scary Mysteries Twisted News.
Number 1. Creepy car thief. They say that desperate times call for desperate measures. Eric Holland, a man from Las Vegas, found himself caught in a pinch recently and decided to make a rash decision. It all began on December 23, 2021, when Las Vegas Metropolitan Police tried to pull over a Toyota Tundra truck. The officers did so after they found out that the vehicle's registration was already expired. The driver, who later turned out to be Holland, initially stopped but then drove away as fast as he could. A chase ensued, and officers went after the truck, and they drove about 3 miles, then saw the runaway vehicle make a quick entry into a parking garage next to the Rio Hotel and Casino. For a brief moment, they thought the chase had come to an end, and just as they were about to close in on the truck's location, another pickup truck, this time a Chevy Avalanche, burst out of the garage. Cops had an inkling that this vehicle was driven by the same driver, and so they made a chase after the Chevy. After about 2 miles of running, it finally stopped at an apartment complex near the Orleans Casino. Tensions broke out as soon as Holland emerged from that truck. Reports said that the 57-year-old initially ignored the commands given to him by authorities. He even attempted to flee on foot, and this prompted the police to stun him with a taser. Holland was eventually arrested and put in a nearby police detention center. And during their investigation, the authorities found out that both trucks had in fact been reported stolen. Police conducted a search on the Chevy that Holland drove. What they found was a black plastic trash bag that, according to the report, emitted a very foul odor. After checking what was inside, it was nothing short of disgusting, because in there they found the severed head of a person. They then inspected a cooler that was also discovered in the truck, and contained inside there were 2 human legs and an apparent human torso. Holland was then immediately nabbed and charged with murder, along with the other related charges. Those remains were then sent to the Clark County Coroner's Office for identification, and the victim was subsequently ID'd as Richard P. Miller, a resident in Las Vegas. But this is the point where things get a little bit more complicated. It was discovered that Holland and the deceased were actually good friends. The coroner's office ruled the death as a homicide due to multiple gunshot wounds. It wasn't revealed, though, if the truck belonged to the 65-year-old victim, but according to Holland's attorney, the accused stole the vehicle near the Rio without knowing firsthand who it belonged to or what was in it. The defense also argued that it's illogical for his client to intentionally lead the police to the body. The prosecution, however, maintained that there's enough evidence to prove their presumption that Holland has something to do with the murder. Yet again, though, they still couldn't provide details about what could be the suspect's motive behind the crime. Holland is yet to make a court appearance for the charges filed against him. As of the moment, the situation has got everyone thinking. Is Holland really just unlucky to have picked the wrong car to steal? Or did he really commit the murder? What do you guys think? Number 2. Little girl missing since 2019. Contrary to popular belief, perpetrated by police, procedural movies, and TV shows, there's actually no waiting period when it comes to filing a missing persons report. As soon as you can't seem to find the person and that you are worried that something might have happened to him or her, it's crucial that the police should know about it right away. It's of course even more important if we're talking about children. Any parent or guardian would understandably feel distressed if his or her child vanished from sight, even for the slightest of moments. However, not all parents feel the same, apparently. Harmony Montgomery was only 5 years old when she went missing around October or November of 2019. She'd been living together with her father, Adam Montgomery, as well as his wife, Kayla, at their home in Manchester, New Hampshire. The couple were given custody of Harmony after the child's mother, Crystal Sorey, lost her rights to rear the child due to substance abuse in 2018. The little girl, who was blind in one eye, had been in and out of foster care since then, but in February of 2019, the Montgomerys were able to secure custody of her. The last time that Miss Sorey had personally interacted with her child was in April of 2019 during a FaceTime call. And after that, Mr. Montgomery cut off all contact between her and Harmony. Over the span of several months, the mother hadn't known the situation of her child. Unbeknownst to her, Mr. Montgomery's family and relatives had already noticed something off about him and his daughter. For instance, in July of 2019, Adam's uncle, Kevin, saw the kid with a black eye, and his nephew admitted to hitting her in the face for an unknown reason. This concerned relative was prompted to contact the Division for Children, Youth, and Families when he noticed that the abuse had persisted. He supposedly learned that at one time, Adam forced Harmony to scrub the toilet with her toothbrush as punishment for misbehaving. The spanking on the butt had continued as well, and in an interview, the elder Montgomery revealed that the father has a long history of violence. In 2008, he was suspected as one of those responsible in the death of an individual in Lynn, New Hampshire, but Adam was still 18 at the time and got out on bail. Fast forward to recently, and it was only in November of 2021 when everyone finally found out that Harmony had actually gone missing. Call it a mother's intuition, but at this time, Miss Sorey decided to contact the Manchester police to tell them of her suspicion that her daughter could be in danger. The authorities, in turn, called DCYF about the report and asked the agency to check in on the subject. So they did, and in December of 2021, the welfare office said that they were unable to locate Harmony. Everyone then went into panic mode, and the mom especially begged the Manchester's mayor's office for help in finding her daughter. Meanwhile, authorities immediately launched a search for the missing girl. For the meantime, the police are holding Adam Montgomery and his wife Kayla in custody. They've been directly accused of the child's disappearance, but it remains to be heard what the father has to say about this matter, but many believe them to be the ones responsible for this fiasco. The case has since been placed in the national spotlight, but despite the widespread attention and the painstaking efforts made, Harmony remains to be found. Considering how long before the disappearance was reported, authorities feared it would be very difficult now to crack the case. However, the family, loved ones, and the community remain hopeful that she'll be found in no time. As stated in her missing persons report, Harmony Montgomery is now 7 years old, stands 4 feet tall, and weighs 50 pounds. She has blonde hair and blue eyes, the right side of which is blind, and she can often be seen wearing glasses. For any tips and information regarding the case, please don't hesitate to contact your local law enforcement authorities.
If you guys enjoyed this, then check out some of our other videos that you'll definitely want to see. And if you want even more unsettling videos, plus much more, Go check us out on patreon.com/scarymysteries. We appreciate all the support from you guys. I'll see you soon.